Hello guys, today I was just going to do a shortish video on how to ride a bike, like the basics, clutch, throttle, gears, a lot of that. When riding a bike, the hardest thing to get used to is where the clutch lies, like the biting point, and how much throttle. Well, you can give it well, there's the clutch, right? I'll start the clutch. There's the dead zone. I'll turn it on and show you. There's a dead zone in the clutch, which is the point where there's just nothing. It's just play. And then you got the biting point. The biting point is where the clutch engages, and that's when you could start using a throttle to get speed, to be able to release the clutch, to be able to cruise. And that's where that bit is, where the bike starts moving by itself. If you get it on that point of the clutch, you won't stall, but if you let it out too quick, it stalls. This is the way I taught my girlfriend, don't use any throttle and just practice with the clutch. You get that point down where you get the, what's it called, well, if you just remember where that point is on the clutch, where it starts to bite, you're going to have no trouble with doing it. But I use 2 fingers on mine, so I got my fingers resting underneath it like that. So then the biting point is literally right in front of my hands. But I guess if you're a beginner, you're going to do what I did when I first started and use all your fingers, personally I think that's harder, but that's the way you're taught to do it, so that's the way you're going to do it at the start. But when I first got my bike, I never rid it. Not this bike, my 50. Because it was geared, and I was like, I don't have a fucking clue how to use it. I watch all these tutorials, it'd be fucking impossible. Just stall it over and again, get pissed off with it, and it's sat in the garage. But if you just do it this way, the way I taught my girlfriend, she now rides a gear bike, Supermare as well. It's really easy to pick up on. So you get that biting point, and you can move with that. Like I'm using no throttle, and that's all clutch. So at that point, where you get it to that biting point, you can give it throttle before. Like, it doesn't matter, I can give it like that. It's gonna move. But even if I get to that biting point is like a section where at the start of it, I can give it all the throttle I want like that. By moving forward with the clutch, I'm giving it all that throttle, it's going nowhere because it's stuck to a certain amount of speed. But the further I let it out, the more throttle I can give it and it will respond more. So it's still practically like a dead zone, if that makes sense. So that's the start of the biting zone. I'm giving it throttle. By now you'd expect it to go quicker, but because of the dead zone on it, that's how far it's going to go. It's limited to that speed because that's how far I've let the clutch out to that biting point. So if I let it out more, that's it nearly all the way out, and that's normal cruiser speed, and it's out. And then when coming to a stop, all you do, pull it in, all the way. You don't do anything else, it won't stall if you pull it all the way in, no matter what you do. I don't know what else there is to explain really. If you don't know about gears, neutral lies in between first and second. So you got first down here, you got neutral there, and then you got second, and then all your other gears above it. So if I wanted to go into first, I hit down once. That's first. Neutral is half click. It's hard to explain. If you full click, you'll go into second. But if you only lift your foot a little bit, it will only go into neutral. So second, third, and all the rest of them. I can make separate videos for this. If this video gets something like, I don't know, if it gets any sort of response, if you want me to continue this, and I can teach you gears, going down gears, engine braking, a lot. You just put it in there and I'll do it. But yeah, that's basically all there is to a clutch. You get that point down with that biting point on the clutch, and that's when it wants to go. From that point, you give it some throttle, you're going. And then gears is just the same. You pull the clutch in, lift your foot once, you're in second, and out. Third, same. It's just the same from then. So yeah, that's all from me. I'm gonna go now because I gotta get back to my house. Peace.